It's time to work on signatures. I've gathered a lot of other little bits and I grabbed a bag. Now here's the dilemma with bags. So when you stick them in a journal, you stick them in like that and you just cut off the edge, it kind of looks rough. And let me show you what I mean by that. And the reason I'm showing you this is because if you're going to sew something in, now's the time to grab it. That way you have it and it can be sewn in. Otherwise, you're going to have to somehow fix it another way. So it looks like that. It's a little bit rough. Now, there's a couple options here. When it goes in the journal, you can always attach something over it and you would never see that line. You wouldn't even know it was even there. Or we can cut it off. And it's really, I tried to peel it back. And I don't like the way it turned out, but maybe we can work with it. Let's see here. What do we got going on? No, not bad. You know what? That does not look bad. And we can probably add something onto there. Maybe a piece of washi, or I think maybe we'll do that. So I think I'm going to leave it. And we're going to want to fold it. By the way, I did trim up my cover and my spine. So that's all ready to go. We're just going to fold it in half. I also grabbed my alphabet book. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. Yes, it's spelled with her ball. And I just like to grab 1, 2, 3 sheets is my preference to have in a signature. This is totally just an option. I'm just giving you options. So I will end up trimming that up a smidge and off to the side because again, we're going with that 11 inches. Let's go ahead and do that. And I don't keep that. That's very delicate paper to work with. It just would rip too easy and frustrate you. And once it's in the journal, you'd be like, why'd I put it in there? There, trim that rough edge off. You got that ready. Just gonna line it up, fold it over. Okay, I got that out of the way. Now I also took the liberty of folding up some of the papers, taping my pockets down. But I wanted to just save a couple pieces to do on camera. And all I'm doing here is folding it over. Now we could take this and do something else with it. It doesn't have to go in the journal. We could make a tag or an envelope or something, but I have some envelopes made up for embellishments. So you're gonna take all that paper you cut, that's 8.5 by 11, and fold it in half. I don't know why I really enjoy putting the signatures together. It's fun to mix and match, and you know your journal's coming together at this point. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to start with this vellum I pulled out of the book because I forgot to do it earlier. Oh, gorgeous, huh? So that's going to be the first thing we see when we open up our cover. And then let's go ahead and start mixing and matching. We'll take that and we'll take a piece of the purple paper we stained. And this can, you know, just kind of work it and you can go back and forth on it. Putting my alphabet paper in there. I think that would look nice. And I'll take a piece of cardstock. Let's see if that's going to look too busy. I don't think so. Make sure it's the right side up. It is. Take another piece of the thin, and you see I just alternate. Let's take a piece of this tracing paper. How about some swans to see through it? Lightly see the swans. And I counted, I had 30 pieces, so it's going to be 15 per. 2, 3, 4, I'm not counting that. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 pocket. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and this is our first signature, so I want to grab that last piece of paper that has, I'm looking for it. Where did I move it to? Right here. That has this that we cut out. So let's go through this real quick, and we might have to adjust a little bit. See what I mean? You have to kind of start trimming it up some, but I think we're okay there. It's not sticking out too much because we don't have a lot of heavy cardstock. If we did, we would have to trim that to make it smaller and smaller. 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking through it. I need to add a piece somewhere. There. Okay. All right. Let me set that one aside. We'll start our second signature with, you know what? This is what I mean by you can change it around. I'm going to pull that pocket out. Let's put this pocket in. Okay. I'm going to start my second one with something solid. And that's going to match my first signature. So 1, 2, 3, 6, piece of cardstock, 7, 8. Here's where I'm going to insert my envelope. And you know what I might do here? Because it picked up that, and I'm not real fond of that. I might flip that out. And make an envelope in the middle of our second signature. Will just be glued down. I don't know. We will just leave it as is and work with it. Maybe we can put some, I know something we could put over that. All right, so we got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I was going to put the graph paper in. Should we do it? How amazing this one? Someone tell me. I done did forgot. It really doesn't have to be even. I usually don't do them even, but I try to keep them close, at least within a piece of each other. I don't like how that is sitting there with that, but it's not bad. I guess I cut this paper down just a little too short. I don't know how I did that, but I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, now I got too much. All right, so I'm going to move a couple pieces over and get this all straightened out, but that's the gist of it. So we got 2 signatures, and what I like to do next, because we're going to prepare these for sewing or stitching, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to get my clips out. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing up here. My clips, my binder clips, and we're actually going to open up our papers. To get it real tight, I just take my broom folder and kind of just pull it all in, and then I start clipping. I clip all 4 ends. Now I'll straighten that up because it's gonna fold that over if I clip it. But I just want to show you. All my ends are clipped together now. And that way it doesn't move when we're sewing in, because we're going to sew right there. All right, we got our paper put together, all of our little nooks and crannies in there, our envelope, our paper bag, and our little alphabet paper, and all that good stuff. And you can keep adding to that, but again, I'm just trying to keep this pretty simple. And next up, here comes the big part, the sewing of the signature. And we'll go ahead and crease our spine and everything. Okay, that's the next one.